goddamn beat, man. Cut it. Cut it, man. Welcome to Rowdy Man Media, man. Welcome to Rowdy Man Media, man. We got to cut that beat right now. Cut it. Just cut it, man. Because you know what, man? Hey, family, I love y'all. But we got to talk about some things. We got to talk about some things now. Now, I know y'all not used to me dropping videos like this, right? Especially recording videos. Y'all not used to this. Y'all used to send me live so we can talk about this as a family. But there's some things that we got to real life talk about. And I had to make sure that I put this out before I go live. But I have to put this out right now, right? The mindset of Colorado, it's got to change right now. It's just got to change right now. It's got to. I get it, right? Everybody wants to point the fingers at the coaching staff, this, that, and the third, and it's okay. It's okay. But it comes down to 3 areas right now for me. 3 areas. 3 areas that comes out to me right now, right? Number 1 is leadership. Number 2, the skill versus will. Number 3 is just finishing. Finishing. Those are the 3 things right now of why we losing football games. Games that we should be losing. We should be 4-1 right now. We should be, man. We should be 4-1 right now, but we not. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because some of the things that reason why we lost this game just pure comes down to certain areas of the game that we just flat out just not executing at a high level. We're not being consistent at a high level. And hey, we got to get it done, man. We got to get it done. So the mindset got to change. But we're going to break down on 3 areas. We're going to break down this. But before we get into all that, I got to acknowledge, I have to acknowledge this. The hype versus the current reality of the state of the team right now. So before the season started, right, the biggest hype on this team was just off the defensive end. Just pure off the defensive end of, hey, man, we are going to be able to control the line of scrimmage with our defensive line, right? The linebackers, people had questions about. But the secondary, a coach prime-led team secondary? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. But you know what? I got something for that. Because what?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Sometimes y'all be what?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
It is, man. We gonna get to it, man. Because, you know, sometimes they be on that bull jump. So now we got to call the bull jump. Because sometimes y'all just be on that bull jump. Say it one more time for me.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
So let's talk about it, right? So when we talk about the reality versus the current stature of the team right now and the hype of the defense, there wasn't really a lot of hype around the offense, right? We knew we had Juju. We knew we had K-Salt. Everybody was hyping up K-Salt, which, hey, man, more power to you, right? Now we in the football. Now we get to really talk about what we seeing versus what we not seeing, right? And the hype of this team was about the defense, about them being better, being stronger, being faster, being more disciplined. And all we seen is being less disciplined on defense right now. That's it. But a lot of this comes down to skill versus will for on the defensive end of the ball. Now, I can go on a rant about what I see out there collectively, but that's one particular thing that I keep seeing and I keep noticing, right? We keep getting PI calls. Now, I ain't the most smartest person in the world. But if you being taught one thing and you go out there and do another thing, that ain't no coaching. That legit comes down to a will versus skill. And you know why? It comes down to a will versus skill because the will part of that is you're going out there doing your own thing because you got beat and you don't understand why you get beat because you're not watching film. So the skill piece of it is I can go out and show you. I can put it on video. You can go back and watch the game of who we finna play, the opponent. You can watch practice. And if you keep doing the same thing at practice, it's going to lead to a game. Let's be real. So when you talk about the will and the skill of this, because I jump right to number 2. I'm coming back to number 1. Don't worry about it. I'm coming back to number 1, the leadership, because that's the number 1 thing on the list. But the second part of this is will versus skill. The willingness to go out there and do your own thing is the result of why we in the position that we are in. To tie all that back in to number one in the leadership is when are you going to get tired enough is enough of the bullshit to say, hey, we ain't doing this no more. Hey, coach, they need to be off the field. Hey, coach, this is who we need to ride with. Hey, coach, you should have an input. There's nobody on the defensive end that has stepped up and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to take onus. It's on me, coach, because I'm letting this shit fail. It's on me, coach. You know, what I should have did in this video, I should have dropped that Cam clip from last year when he talked about, hey, man, I was at practice bullshitting around, and ain't nobody called me out on it. I wasn't doing my job, and ain't nobody called me out on it. That's what I should have dropped. But see, I was taking it easy. But right now, we got to figure out who that leader is on defense, and we got to start controlling all of this. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Before the season started, I told you who should have been the leader on defense. That's Taufik Byers. Hands down, Taufik Byers should have been the leader on defense. Because I've seen the same qualities of Cam, Sim, and Craig, and Taufik. 7 for 7. And so that's why I went there from the get-go, right? Now, I can say this. 2 things played a part in the whole situation. I feel like why Taufik is not in that situation. One is he got hurt, fall practice, things like that. Shit happens, right? But now that he's back, right, he's been our leading tackler for the last 3 games. Taufik, you going to have to do more, bro. And I don't even want to put more on your plate, but you got to do more. You going to have to make sure that we line up front. The linebackers in a spot they supposed to be in and still do your job. I get it, bro. I get it. I know it's going to be too much to ask for, but that's what's going to happen. But it's also everybody else got to do their job. So now let's get back to this defensive line, right? We talk about skill versus will, right? If I'm telling you how to line up and then you just going out there and doing your own thing and running and not setting your gap assignment, these things will continue to happen. I'm going to say this again. As the defensive line, if you have to stay in your defensive alignment, because when you stay in alignment, guess what happens? We are allowing our linebackers to flow and make plays. But a lot of this is, hey, man, I'm trying to play hero ball. Everybody want to play hero ball instead of just doing your job and being consistent at doing your job, which allows us to be free. And I know everybody wants to blame the coach. It's Robert Livingston's fault, yada, yada, yada. If Robert Livingston keeps putting you in position to make plays and you don't make them, how much is that on the coach? Let's be real. How much is on the coach? If I continue constantly to put you in position to make plays, and then you decide on yourself that I'm going to run in this different gap that I didn't what it's not assigned to run into, or I'm going to get a PI call and do something, that's not on coaching. That's flat on the goddamn player. Just call it what it is. That's on the player. So now let's revert back to this. Right? Come back down to leadership. Hey, man, make this make sense. We got a linebacker matched up on a running back. Hey, man, somebody has to know something. Something has to alert in their minds. Hey, man, let's keep the linebacker in. Hey, safety needs to get over to the goddamn running back. Hey, somebody has to have their. That's not coaching. That's players not understanding their assignment. That's players not being disciplined. We keep talking about discipline. I understand what's going on. Trust your eyes, what you see. Hey, I see a running back lined up wide receiver. I see a running back coming out of the backfield. Hey, who assignment is that supposed to be? We're man-to-man. The safety, not a linebacker. So we're getting PI calls because we will not align up properly. We will not do our assignment. Now, will there be times where linebackers and running backs will line up against each other? Yes, there will be. But in certain situations, time score matters. Time score matters. Time score matters. And that's the part where we don't understand. Will versus skill. I'm going to say it again. Will versus skill. We have too many times that we're lined up incorrectly because we are not paying attention to what the opposite team is trying to do, what they're trying to set up. And we have too many people trying to make hero plays instead of just doing your job and simplifying your job. But it's okay. It's okay. Because that's what the current reality of this whole situation is, right? Now let's get to the offense. Because I know y'all been waiting on the offense. I've been knowing y'all been waiting to see what Rob gonna have to say about this offense. The biggest thing I gotta say about this offense, hey man, in some way, somehow, we gotta figure out a way of how to run the ball 30 times behind Jordan T and Hill. Jordan T and Hill. Because you know what? Every time we run behind Jordan T and Hill, we're getting 6 yards to carry. We're getting big gains. We're getting big pops on the run game. How about, hey, man, shout out to Draylon. Can we get the ball more carries? Can we get Draylon more carries? Can we get Michael West more carries? Can we get the running backs more carries? Hey, man, we had them in trouble. We had them on the ropes. They was about to give in. We should have easily been up 21-3. Easily. We should have easily been up 17-3. Bad sacks? Don't get me started on that. The discipline? Don't get me started on that. Now, I get it, right? Some of y'all going to be like, hey, man, there was a ticky-tack foul called on O that we had a big run on. It's football. We still was third down to 3. I had an opportunity to go get it. We still had an opportunity to go run the ball and go get 3 yards. Hey, but shouts out to the offensive line coaches. Because they was the least hyped up. And they doing their goddamn job. And the people that was most hyped up, not doing their damn job. Just saying. Tell me what it's about. Is it a skill or is it a will? I'm tired of, hey, listen, we shouldn't even be having a conversation of who going to NFL and trying to get an NFL grade. How about just flat out just go do your goddamn job? How about that? Now, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. I love talking to the players after the game. I love being at the games. I love enjoy watching the games. I love all this that comes with it. But at some point, you have to start looking yourself in the mirror and say, hey, what am I not doing right that can help this team win? What am I doing wrong that I can tremendously help this team win? What am I going to be willing to sacrifice for this team to win? Because right now, we can easily be 4-1. We gave away 2 games. Georgia Tech game, we gave it away. BYU, we gave it away. Just saying. And you know what's crazy about both of them games, the BYU and Georgia Tech games? We had the same exact scenario to the T in both games in the 4th quarter. Say it again. We had the exact same scenario in both games in the 4th quarter. Goddamn, we did. We could have went down, drove, got a touchdown, ended the game. BYU don't get the ball. We could have ran the ball, went down the field, 5 minutes left against Georgia Tech. They couldn't have got the ball back. But we decide, no, we're not going to do that. Just saying. If we can't be consistent and understand how to finish football games, these results are going to continue to happen. Did we come out and play fast? We did. We came out and punched them in the mouth. And then BYU punched us back in the goddamn mouth. And we never responded. Be real. We never. Think about it. We scored 14 points in 2 drives, the first 2 drives of the game. And the next 8 drives, we only scored 1 time. Execution. Playing conservative. Not playing to win. That's what they come down to. When I look back at this game against BYU, we played more to lose this game than we played to win the game. We didn't play to win. If you play to win, you're gonna stay on the gas pedal. And I said this. You gotta stay on the gas pedal. You gotta stay on the gas pedal. You gotta stay on the gas pedal. What do? We got conservative. We reverted back to the old days instead of just going and keep punching and punching and punching until we get that knockout punch. Because I guarantee you this. We go up 21-3. BYU is looking at that game in a whole different other realm. Now they got to throw the ball more instead of running the ball. We came in so much of trying to stop the run that we didn't even give a damn about what happened with the pass. And they literally got down majority of the field and most opportunities because of PI calls. Because of our mistakes. Now, be fair, right? To be fair about this and being real about it, they had 6 penalties. We had 6 penalties. We had double the yardage in penalties than they did. So it was pretty much a wash. So it came down to player on the field. And once again, it came down to will versus skill. Some of these grab that the cornerbacks are doing to get these PIs are not things that they're being taught. That's called eye discipline and you not doing your assignment. Eye discipline and not doing your assignment because your eyes discipline was in the backfield instead of doing your assignment and understanding that you got to cover this wide receiver. Hero ball. That's all it is. Hero ball. Just do your assignment. If you do your assignment, you're going to be in position to make a play. That's it. But hey, let me know in the video below how you feel. Because I want to know. I got more to say about this. This is just the start of it. So the three areas where the mindset of Colorado needs to change. 1, leadership. 2, the skill versus will. 3, finishing a football game. And what does that look like? All right? So let me know down in the comments what you feel. Let me know in the comments. And so now, let's just go ahead and finish this on. Let's go ahead and end this, right? Let's go ahead and end it. Right? This team won't move forward unless we find 2 leaders. A leader on offense and a leader on defense. Whoever that wants to be, that's the only thing that can change this season around. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this. Until we find a leader on offense and on defense, this situation will not change. But let me know in the comments if you feel different. If you agree, you feel indifferent, or you got a different perspective. Let me know. Pull up on me. Y'all know I ain't hard to find, baby. You know I ain't hard to find. But hey, we out this thing. And before we get up out of this thing, make sure you hype this video up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the platform. And if you got any comments, anything that you want to say, hey, man, listen, I'm going to be live. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be live. But I wanted to drop this video before I go live. I'll see you the next one.